Hello students, now we shall see the last operating system program, that's your ninth lab program in your SSOS lab, which is telling you or talking about paging. Now what do you mean by paging is a memory management scheme. It's one of the memory management scheme where you're trying to retrieve the data from the secondary memory. Usually entire data, obviously when you execute a program, whenever you execute a program, whatever execution is done basically on your control unit, everything will be initially written on the RAM. Now paging happens to be one memory management technique where certain amount of data will be retrieved from secondary storage whenever required. Whenever you require the memory or the data, sorry, it's not the memory, whenever you require the data, then only the data is fetched from the secondary storage to the main memory. Now this type of data or the data is stored as pages here or stored as frames here. Now they are of equal size, the pages are of equal size, the data is of equal size. Now for simplicity, I that is whatever page I retrieve or whatever data I retrieve from the secondary storage, which basically stores or comes into the main memory. For simplicity, whichever page comes onto the main memory from the secondary storage, page table is also maintained for that. That is, whichever page comes from, that is has arrived to the main memory. In order to provide an access to that, in order to maintain a pointer to that, a page table is also located. Now, there's one more concept as page fault. Suppose the data is not present in the main memory, but still the user is trying to access the data. The data is actually not present, but I am trying to access the data, the same page, whichever is not present on the main memory. Now, this happens to be a page fault because previously my data was not present, but also in spite of that, also I'm trying to access that specific page. So in that terms of page fault, what happens is the memory or the in random access memory, the data won't be detected. So it tries to search in the secondary memory. In the secondary memory also, if it is not present, it tries to search in the cache, etc. Now, if the data is not at all present anywhere, if it's a newly accessed data, if it's a new data that the user is accessing, then I propose it to be a page fault. I will tell it as a page fault. Real time, if you suggest an example, suppose the student has not come to he's not attending the college. Then what can the class teacher do? The class teacher can make a search in the canteen, in the campus. The class teacher can also make a search in with his parents, etc. If nowhere the student is being found out, later steps could be taken. So I'm just relating this to a real-time example. Similarly with the page fault, if the page or if the data is not found in my main memory, in spite of that also the user is trying to access, it is not found in the main memory, not in the secondary memory, not anywhere else also, the user is trying to access the same page, then this type of method is called as a page fault. Now, there are many different paging schemes or there are many different page replacement schemes. Now, what happens is, suppose if you want the entire content of the secondary memory to be stored on the main memory, certain unused data from the main memory should be removed, or certain not required data, not important data from the main memory should be removed. How such data is removed from the main memory? This is depending on the page replacement schemes. There are three types of page replacement schemes. That is first in, first out, or first come, first serve. One more is least recently used page, that is LRU. One more is optimal. Now, first in, first out, it's very simple. Whichever page or whichever data was fit in first to the main memory, if there is no space, if there's one more page appearing, whichever was fit in first, remove that, replace it with another page. So whichever has arrived first, replace that page with the newest page. Now, in least recently used, we'll track back to the history, meaning the pages which are not required now, meaning the pages which are not used now, which are far away, which are very much far away, which are in the past in towards the current page, that past page has to be replaced. Okay, and in optimal, similarly, it's similar to LRU. LRU we use the least recently used, meaning It's not being used anywhere. It's been used in the past. So whichever past data or whichever past page you have, that you will replace it with the newest page. Whereas in optimal we will see the future. Meaning, if the future is too far away, if the pages are too far away, that can be replaced. But optimal is not at all used in real time because you cannot estimate future. You cannot, how much ever real time you take the data, you can never estimate the data based on the future. Future, what data I may get, you can never estimate. Similarly, first come first serve is very tedious. Even that is not used in real time. So mostly in real time, the page replacement strategies that's been used is least recently used. I'll show this run of the program. That is, this program suggests only FIFO and LRU, that is first in, first out, and least recently used. Optimal is not used. Optimal strategy is not used. So the prototype regarding the optimal present in your program, that can be removed, or that can be put as optional as well. So you can use it or you may remove. So again, you have switch cases suggesting both for FIFO and LRU. So FIFO has a specific trace, it has a specific strategy. Whichever first page has been inserted, that is deleted in the next time. That is deleted for the next time of the page arrival or the content arrival. Least recently used has a specific trace where the most least used, that is whichever has been inserted in the past, whichever is history, that's being deleted and that's been inserted with the newest page arrived. Now, if I show this run of the program, first I'll enter the number of frames in my main memory where I can insert the number of pages. So my frames I will enter, that is the slots available to enter the data is only 3. I'm fixing it. It's a random number, you can change it. Now the length of the string it's asking, that's what's the length of the content you want, that is the data you want. So the length of the string, I'm taking it as 5. Now I'm just entering a random string here, say as hello. Now it's asking whether you want a FIFO strategy or a LRU, that is least recently used strategy. One more is exit. Now I'll say I'll enter FIFO, that is first in, first out. So for hello, it is being detected. Now H is not present anywhere. It's not in the secondary memory or not in the main memory. So H is the newest access data. So first initially H will be inserted. So this is the first page fault or the page fault 0. Next E is again a new data. After H, E will be inserted. This is the second page fault or page fault 1. Next L is again the newest data. So again L is again inserted. You have only 3 slots available. After 3 slots exhausts, you need to remove the first inserted frame or the first inserted page as it is your first in, first out. So this is L is your newly inserted page or newly inserted content. So this is your third page fault or page fault 2. Now one more is, there is one more L. After HEL, there is one more L. Now L is already present in the main memory, so there is no page fault here. Now the next content is O here. Now O is again a new content. It's not previously present in my page. So O should be inserted as a first in, first out strategy. First yaud insert agittu in my page, H was inserted. So instead of H, O will be inserted. O will be inserted as the newest page or my newest page. So O was prior not present. So this is the fourth page fault or page fault 3. Now I'll continue with the LRU. So I want to continue here. So I'll press 1. So I'll continue with LRU with the same string it continues. So H is not previously present. So H becomes the first or the 0th page fault. E is not present. So that becomes the second or the first page fault. Next L is not present. So this becomes the third or the second page fault. Similarly, the second L, HEL, there is one more L. This is actually present in the page. So there's no page fault. Now O should be present here. Now, as O is the newest data, O should be the newest data that should be entered. What happens here is, now in HEL, that is if I look into the previous frame or the previous strategy, in this HEL data, L is actually recently inserted. L is actually being recently inserted. So L I won't delete. Now E is also recently inserted, that is prior to L. E also I won't delete. Now H becomes my historical data. H becomes my most recent, most least used data, than E and than L. So H, instead of H, again I'm replacing it with E. Sorry, again I'm replacing it with O. So instead of H, I should replace it with O. But what I'm doing is, according to the trace, I am shifting the frames here. That is, instead of H, E arrives. That is, I'm just shifting the data. Instead of E, L arrives. And instead of L, that is in the place of L, I'm inserting O. That is in the third frame, I'm inserting O. But the data for which I'm replacing O, that is being H here, that is a H here. But the shifting strategy, I've used a shifting strategy because I am, this follows a specific trace. That is, according to the least recently used, I'm shifting O at the end. But the data for which I've replaced is H alone, because H is the past data here than E and then L. I hope this is being understood. This is your last, or this is your final program in your operating system. So I hope this is being understood. The trace is also very simple. As the page replacement strategy, there are only 2 page replacement strategy being used. So be careful with the FIFO and LRU, though the tracing part looks the same, though the logic part looks the same. Uh, the least recently used continues with looking into the past. But in FIFO, whichever page has been inserted first, whichever you insert, that is being deleted. Optimal is not used here. You continue with your programming part, that is LRU and FIFO. I hope there's no doubts regarding the logic of FIFO and LRU. So this is your last program in your SSOS lab. I hope the logics are being understood and the and the outputs are being understood. Now, if you, again, I want to repeat this again. If you're executing this in a Unix platform, you can use the VI or the gedit. So gedit followed by the file name .c. If you want to compile this again, cc followed by the file name .c. Again, if you want to execute the executable file, use the command as /a.out. Then the output continues as it is. That is, enter the number of frames, enter the length of the string, etc. Similarly, I forgot to tell you the deadlock that is in the, to your prior program. That is deadlock steps. Deadlock also uses you if you're using the Unix platform, you can also use the gedit or the vi editor followed by the file name, followed by the compilation steps, that is the CC followed by the file program name followed by /a.out. So I hope the operating system programs, the output part and the logic part is being understood. Thank you, everyone.